All right, so here we are back in the code. Our goal here again is to print the word Java to the screen 5 times. With this kind of exercise, the first thing you need to think about is this a count loop or is it a user input loop? For this particular problem, we're not asking any questions, so that makes it a count loop. So I'm going to do int c equals 0. We always want our count to start off at 0. While c is less than 5. And this one's pretty simple. All we're doing is printing out the word Java. So let's go ahead and run and see what happens. Uh-oh. You can see we're getting lots and lots of Javas, not just 5. So first I'm going to show you how to stop it, because this will happen. And it stopped, and it reset. Now our problem here, if you look at the loop, I've got C set to 0, I said C less than 5, but I haven't done anything inside my loop to change the value for C. So the next thing I need to do is actually count. If it's a count loop, I need to do some counting. So C++. So let's recompile, and let's see if we did a little bit better this time. Okay, and again, you always want to count and make sure you got the right results. Java, 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 Java. We've got that 5 times, so that's correct. Now, it's easy to get off by 1 with these. Let's say I do less than or equal to here. Let's run it again. What will happen with this one is notice we get Java 6 times, which is not correct. So you just want to make sure that you're really careful with these. Again, computer science can be a little nitpicky, and we want to make sure you're actually getting the correct result. Now, one last thing I need to mention here is the indenting. We haven't talked about that very much. You'll notice anytime we have a block of code where we have an open curly bracket and a close, anything inside that block of code is indented. This is one of those things that's a grammar of programming. We could actually type the entire program so it was flush left, but it makes it very hard for other programmers to read. And this is true across a lot of different languages. It's sort of like you can type a brilliant paper for an English class, but if you don't put any spaces in between your words or any punctuation in between your sentences and don't capitalize anything, there's no way your English teacher is going to actually read it and grade it for you. So the same thing applies with your code. You want other programmers to be able to look at what you're doing and read it very easily. So you need to make sure that you're indenting. And what we worked on today, the while loop, is just one way to repeat code. Java actually has 3 different loops built in: the while, do while, and for loop. Now for the AP exam, you're only responsible for knowing the while and the for loop. So we'll get to that when we need it a little bit later in the course.